Okay, guys, see. How are you guys? Good morning. How are you? Say hi. Good morning. So, guys, you can see them. Yeah, these guys, they are breeding very, very, very fast. You can see these are all our breeded rabbits. Okay, guys, welcome back to another amazing stream this morning. If this is your first time, I'm Isaac from Sinai Farms. In this farm, I raise local chickens. But in this particular video, I'll be speaking to you about the output or the return that you have to be looking for. The first part we did, we look at the inputs, the three most important things that you have to focus on as a chicken farmer. And in this particular video, if we do an input, we have to expect an output. That is what is going to determine our profit margin by the close of the day, by the close of the week, by the close of the month, by the close of the year. So in this particular video, we are going to take a look at the output, okay? But, we have to talk around the farm. Now, currently in this house, I have about 18 roosters, okay? 18 roosters, check them out. So these are all roosters. This is a pure breed Leghorn white, pure breed Leghorn white, pure breed Leghorn white. This is a crossbreed between the local and then the Leghorn. We have their big boy, that is a pure Leghorn white. We have the guys here. We have a pure breed Leghorn white, and all of these are crossbreed except the one in the cage down there. So a pure breed Leghorn, but the rest are crossbreeds. You can check them out. This is a cross between the Rhode Island Red and then a local, a cross between a Rhode Island Red and then a Plymouth Rock. So you can see, so currently we have about 18 roosters in this particular house. 18. They are now getting more and more. So guys, these are the roosters we have here. We just have roosters in this particular house, roosters, okay? So guys, before we proceed, we are breeding the rabbits too. They are breeding a lot. So we have our new bunnies also in the house. You can check them out. Let's see. Yeah, we have 4. I hope you can see them. 4. Yeah, our new guys, they are sleeping. So we have 4 of them. Then we have the big boys. They are growing very, very fast. Yeah, but it's just unfortunate that I lost their mom. Their mom died. Because of my own negligence, their mom died. So we have 5 of them. Yeah, new guys in the house. So they are also breeding a lot. Okay. So guys, that is the update in this particular house, and then we have the others, the parent stock, and then our offspring in the other houses. So I use this particular opportunity to welcome you back to another stream. It has been 2 weeks. We're supposed to meet the last Saturday, but the schedules are very tight. We are getting closer to January, so the preparations are very, very tight. But today Saturday, we are not going to fail. Okay, so if you join the stream, make sure to leave your name wherever you are joining from in the live chat. And also, if you are yet to subscribe or join the family, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the family, and then use the link in the description of the video to also join our Telegram community. Okay, so guys, without much ado, we are going to proceed into the output. What are the expectations? What are the returns you have to be looking for whenever it comes to raising local chickens? Okay, now whenever it comes to raising chickens, we have different breeds of the chickens. We have the layers, which are commercial birds, commercial layers. We have the broilers, which are commercial meat chickens. Then we have the improved locals, that is for meat, and then the eggs, and then we have the pure locals. Okay, so this morning we are going to niche it down to the locals. Okay, those things are self-explanatory. If you are raising commercial layers, you are raising them for eggs, so the output is only eggs. If you are raising broilers, the output is only meats. But whenever it comes to the locals, we are looking at the outputs, different varieties. We are looking at eggs. That is the first thing. We are looking at meat, you raise them for meat. These roosters, you can see the size is very, very big. These roosters are very, very big. They are very big, especially the cross between the Rhode Island Red. They are very big. So you raise them for meat, eggs. Then we have the day-old chicks. Then we have the growers. You can sell them at the grower stage. So it depends on what you want to do. So basically, or technically, we'll be considering 4 different outputs whenever it comes to the local chickens. The first one is the egg. You raise them for egg production. Second, you raise them for meat purposes only. Third, you raise them for producing day-old chicks. Then fourth, you raise them for, the growers. You just raise them, you breed them, produce the day-old chick, you brood the day-old chick. Whenever they are 8 weeks upwards to 12, you begin to sell them. Those are the growers. So, but one technical aspect is the crossbreeding, which is also another output. Okay, I am doing all of them in the farm. I'm doing all of them here in the farm. So I can speak about all of the outputs. Okay, so let's pick it from the eggs. If you are raising local chickens, guys, you have to know that you have a laying rate from, if they start to lay, you have a laying rate from 30% up to 70% whenever it comes to the local chickens. Okay, the only thing that disturbs the local chickens is whenever they become broody. If they become broody, they stop laying eggs. So that is the only factor that causes the glitch in the laying performances. Okay, but they are good producers of eggs. They also produce. So if you are raising them purposely for eggs, guys, I can frankly tell you that you are going to get a laying rate from that 30% is very rare if they begin to lay. But as soon as they hit their peak, they will give you like 50 to 70% laying rate for the local chickens. And then the return on the investment is good because local chickens don't consume as high as the layers. So if you are raising local chickens for layers, a bird consumes around a laying hen, a laying roast, a laying local chicken. I feed them from 70 grams to 100 grams per bird, okay, depending on the situation. But mostly I give them 70 grams. The average I give to my local chickens is 80 grams. And they are going to perform. They are going to give you around 50% laying rate, 60% laying rate. And where the profit margin comes in is the price of their eggs is high. Okay, it's higher. One local chicken egg currently in Ghana is costing 3 Ghana cedis from our end. Okay, if you want to get it from the farm, one is 3 Ghana cedis. A crate is 90 Ghana cedis. 90 Ghana cedis. Okay, but whenever it comes to commercial layers, a crate of a commercial layer egg ranges from just 50 Ghana cedis, or from the farm hand you get it like 45 to 60 Ghana cedis that way. But for the local chickens, a crate is 90 Ghana cedis. So the price of the local chickens is high. So local chickens, if you are raising them for eggs, guys, you have to know that you are going to be expecting a return of, let's say, 40% weekly, 40% return weekly, 40% return weekly. Yeah, it's if you are doing the needful, if you are supplementing them, you know that you are raising them as layers. There are different things you have to do. So if you are supplementing them regularly, you are going to get a return of 40%, 40% weekly. Yes. Now, whenever it comes to raising them for meat, meaning you are going to raise the local chickens, and then when they become like this, have you seen this size? Yeah, it's good for the market. You are going to sell them for meat. It's a whole lot of work, guys. You are going to spend a lot of money whenever it comes to feeding them, because you have to feed them from day old till they reach the market price or the market point. So it's capital intensive whenever it comes to raising the local chickens for meat. So you have to know the amount of chickens you are going to start with. Are you going to be starting with pure roosters, or you are going to be producing the day-old chicks yourself and raise them from the farm? So it's a system you have to set up. So if you are raising local chickens for meat, you have to understand that you are going to spend money on them from day old or from the point you've gotten them till they reach the market value. Now, if you are new to the channel, I spoke about how you can flip local chickens, meaning you go to farms or you visit houses, homes, and then you sort for the growers. You buy them, bring them back, and then you feed them until they reach the market point, and then you sell them off. So if that is what you are doing, still you are going to invest in getting the growers and then in getting quality feed for the birds. So you are going to spend a lot of money, or it depends on the number you want to start with, but it requires capital. Okay, but whenever it comes to the output, guys, I can frankly tell you, we are selling one roaster here around 100 Ghana cedis. Good morning, Mauli. Good morning. How are you? One local chicken here, this breed, this red one, is costing 100 Ghana cedis. Okay, this size is around 120, 150 Ghana cedis. Okay, so because of their colors, yeah. So we deal with colors here in Ghana, and then if you are dealing with the white ones, it ranges from 150 to 200, 250 Ghana cedis, depending on the size. Okay, so if the bird is sizable enough and then attains weight, guys, you are going to enjoy. So let's say you are getting a grower. Let's say you are spending like 30 Ghana cedis to get a grower, and then 30 Ghana cedis to get a grower is around $2.50. And then if you spend 30 Ghana cedis, which is around, yeah, let's say 3,000 naira to get a grower, and then whenever it comes to feeding, you are going to feed that grower for at least, let's say 12 weeks before you send it to the market space, or you feed it for 16 weeks. Within that 16 weeks, you are going to spend around 50 Ghana cedis on a bed, 45 Ghana cedis to 50 Ghana cedis per bed. So giving you a total of 80 Ghana cedis for one particular bed, because you want the bed to attain the size and then the weight. So that is why I told you, those that are beginners from the starting point, you know, whenever it comes to sorting local chickens, you want to raise them for meat. Guys, it's a bit technical. So I prefer you have your own parent stock, which will be producing their old chicks, so that you know you're spending money on getting growers. Yeah. So let's say the total cost for raising one bed, you are flipping. You are getting the growers and then you are feeding them for yourself. So you are getting it at a cost of 30 Ghana cedis, and then you are feeding. The feeding cost is 50 Ghana cedis, giving you a total of 80 Ghana cedis. And then you are going to sell that roaster. The average price for selling roasters is 100 and above, 100 and above. Okay, so within 4 months, you are spending, let's say, 80 Ghana cedis to raise the bed. And then let's say you sell the bed during this Christmas festive, they cost a lot. So you are selling them for, let's say, 150 Ghana cedis, meaning within that 4 month space, you are making around 80% to 90% return. And if you are fortunate, the beds are sizable enough, they are big enough, you can even make 100% return on one particular bed. So at the starting point, if you want to raise them for meat, you are going to spend money, but you have to know that within 4 months' time, you are going to get like twice that amount of money you are spending on the beds. So if you are spending 80 Ghana cedis for one particular bed, which is around $7 on a bed, by the close of the 4 months, one bed will give you like $14, meaning the return is good within that 4 months. Okay, meaning you are getting like 25% return monthly or 20% return monthly, which is great, very, very good. So if I'm saying that local chickens can help you to make money, there's no fallacy. So I spoke about the egg, that is the meat. Now, whenever it comes to day-old chicks, guys, meaning you have to get a parent stock, then you'll be picking fertile eggs or fertilized eggs. You are going to incubate the eggs, hatch the eggs, and then you sell the day-old chicks. Now, that one is not common here in Ghana. It's not common, but it's a system which the local chicken farmers have to set up, okay? 1 day-old chicks, I've practiced it, and then I price my day-old chicks on 11 Ghana cedis per day-old chicks, okay? The total cost I'm spending is just feeding the parent stock, getting fertile eggs from them, and then the next cost I'm incurring is the electricity cost, which is what I'm using to incubate the eggs. That's all. And then by the close of the day, if the eggs, you know, not all the eggs will hatch, so it's another cost. So doing the math technically, the return on selling day old chicks is higher. It's around 120 to 150% return within that time frame monthly. Okay, it's very high. The same way, the cost that you are going to bear is a bit technical. It's a bit high because the other day I've incubated 90 eggs before you, but you know, we've gotten like 50 of the eggs did not hatch. They are not fertile eggs. They are just table eggs. They are not maturing. So you could see that cost, you are going to bear it. So if you do the math technically, you'll be getting like 40-30% return monthly. Okay, because it will take 21 days for the eggs to hatch. So monthly, we are considering around 30 to 40% return. Even if you consider all the occurrences, you are still going to be making around 30 to 40% monthly if you want to venture into producing day old chicks. Okay, now whenever it comes to the growers, guys, the growers, I am selling one of my growers. It ranges from 30 Ghana cedis to 50 Ghana cedis. My growers, okay, ranges from 30 Ghana cedis to 50 Ghana cedis. What are growers? Growers simply means I have the parent stock. Beginning this particular stream, I shared with you the day old chicks we've produced, and then they are now 4 weeks. Okay, I'm going to keep the birds. I'll feed them till they reach 8 weeks, 11, 12 weeks. Then I'll begin to sell them. From 8 weeks, then I begin to sell them. Okay, so the price ranges from 30 Ghana cedis. Now, the cost I just bear is the parent stock, the hatching cost. Some of the eggs will not hatch. Is also another cost I have to consider. Then the feeding cost. You know, if you are raising local chickens from day old till they reach grower stage, that is from 8 weeks to 10 weeks. I peg it at 10 weeks. Guys, you are not going to spend much money whenever it comes to feeding. Okay? Even one bag of 50 kg feed can take care of 100 birds. Okay? For the 10 weeks. Don't worry, it's going to take care of them. So you are not going to spend much on the feeding as like that of the meat that you know. So whenever it comes to growers, mine, I'm selling it from 30, depending on the time you are getting them, 30 to 50 Ghana cedis, and then depending on the size. Okay, so if you are selling them like that, I can frankly tell you that the return on the investment is around 50-60%. If we consider the feeding of the parent stock, the cost we are incurring at the hatching stage, and then at the brooding stage till they reach grower stage, that is the feeding cost, the vaccination, the medication. You have to vaccinate the birds before you sell. That is what I want to share with you. Yeah, whenever it comes to growers and day old chicks, you must vaccinate the birds before you sell. That is going to give you a good standing whenever it comes to the market. Okay, so you are going to get a return of 50-60% whenever you are considering the growers. Okay, and remember, the growers, you are keeping them for 2 months or 10 weeks, which is not like that of the day old chicks. So meaning technically in a month you are making around 30%, 25% monthly, but you are going to sell the bird at the end of the second month going to the third month. That is when you begin to sell the birds. So you are going to get a return of 50-60%. Sometimes even if you are fortunate the market is there, you are going to get around 70%. So it ranges from 50 to 70%, right? And guys, if you are fortunate enough that you did not incur much cost at the hatching stage, that is, you are getting like 90% hatching rate, 95% hatching rate, guys, you are going to make a lot of money because you are not going to incur a lot of cost whenever it comes to the hatching stage. And then your profit margin will shoot from that 70%. You'll be surprised that you get at around 120%. That was what I've used to got at the beginning stage. Before beginning of this year, we've encountered a lot of problems. Okay, so guys, that is the technical margin or the technical returns whenever it comes to raising local chickens. Now, finally, this is a gist I want to give you. If you want to take your farm to the next level, then that is what you bring in the improved locals. You do the cross breeding, like what we are doing. We have Leghorn White here. These are all Leghorn White. Okay, have you seen this guy? It's a pure Leghorn White. But this guy here is a cross of the Leghorn White. So this guy cost is not the same as that of the pure locals. Okay, have you seen this is a cross? This guy is a cross. Yeah. The other one is a cross, this is a pure breed. Now, these two birds, they have different costs, okay, because of their performances. What I'm doing is I'm producing hybrids, that is crosses, for other farmers because I have improved upon their laying performances. So, mind you, if you are coming to get a grower at my farm, whenever it comes to the crosses, you are getting them around 60 Ghana cedis, 70 Ghana cedis when they are 9 weeks to 10 weeks. Have you seen the price? So it's another technical point you have to consider. If you want to raise local chickens, you consider, are you going to be partly producing the crosses, which will give you a good return and is sweet. Okay, but you can focus just on the crosses. Okay, so I'm doing the pure and then the crosses. But the only technical point you have to take note of is the price for the crosses is higher than that of the pure locals. Why? Because they grow fast. They grow faster than that of the locals. And two, their performances, whenever it comes to laying, they lay more than the pure locals, okay, or the parent stock. So, guys, that is what I would like to share with you in this particular. And if you like this time with me, don't forget to hit the like. And guys, you know, I told you I will share everything with you here on the channel raw. This is a practical farm. All the things I'm sharing with you, they are practicals. Okay. So, you know, if you are yet to join the community, join. Okay, join, subscribe, and join. Guys, if you are within my catchment area currently, we have pure breeds that we are selling. We have the Leghorn White. That is their father. This guy is around 2 years. These are 14 weeks old roosters, Leghorn White. They are pure breed. Okay, they are pure breed. We have a lot. So if you want some for your crossing, you can hit me up if you are within my catchment area. If you need some, just hit me up and then I'm going to do the needful. Okay, guys, don't forget to like this stream. We have a lot of people that join, but the like is 0. Don't do that. Guys, I'll catch you up in another one just like this.